I'm a big fan of big hi-hats, so today I want to make a comparison video playing all the different sets of larger hi-hats that I have. First of all, I'll play them in a side-by-side comparison, so that will be the same microphone, same mix, same everything. The only thing that will change between the clips is the actual hi-hats. And then after that, I'll play all the different sets one by one, just on their own, and I'll say a couple of words about them as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the side-by-side comparison. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so starting off with the Meinl 16-inch Bisense Extra Dry Medium Thin hi-hats. These are my all-time favorite hi-hats. They pretty much never leave this hi-hat stand. So this was an exception for me to actually take them off. That happens pretty rarely. They're pretty much always on my kit. You see them in almost all of my videos. I just love these hi-hats to death. They're so crisp and articulate. Everything you put into them, you get back. There are so many nuances and options you can explore with these. They just have this amazing character to them that I just adore. So these are my personal favorites. I will never ever get rid of this set of hi-hats. They are just so amazing. And next up, we have the Meinl 16-inch Bisense traditional medium hi-hats, and these are pretty much polar opposites of the first pair of hi-hats I played. These are very traditional in their sound, as the name implies, although of course in a bigger package, they can get really washy if you open them up. They can get insanely loud when you hit them hard, but I think these sound best when you play them a little bit softer, because then the crispness and that nice, clear cutting sound really comes through, the typical traditional hi-hat sound that you'd expect, but again, in a bigger package. And I love myself some big hi-hats, so these are also one of my favorites. I really enjoy playing these. Now that brings me to this little special combination, which is a 16-inch Meinl Bisense Extra Dry Dual Crash, just a normal crash cymbal, 16-inch, on top of the bottom cymbal from the previous hi-hats I played, the 16-inch Bisense traditional medium hi-hats. Just the bottom cymbal and the 16-inch dual crash on top. This creates pretty much like imagine the 15-inch, like the normal dual hats, the 15-inch dual hats, in a slightly bigger package, so even more like wash and just that feel you get from 16-inch hi-hats. But because of the heavier bottom, these are more responsive in general. Like they have more of a crisp sound instead of that kind of buttery feel that the 15-inch duals have. These are more articulate, and you get a much clearer chick sound when when you stomp these hi-hats. So these are my gig hi-hats. I use them pretty much every time I go out to play a gig. I always use these. For some reason, I enjoy these even more on stage than I do under a microphone in a studio setting. So I really, really enjoy this combination. If you ever get the chance to try out a 16-inch dual crash on top of any other 16-inch hi-hat bottom, give it a try. It's a really cool combination. Next up, we have the smallest pair of the 5, but still a 15-inch set of hi-hats, and these are actually the smallest hi-hats I own, and coincidentally, the first pair of Meinl hi-hats I ever bought. So these have a special place in my heart. These are the Meinl 15-inch Bison's dark hi-hats. These are, in contrary to their name, dark, these are incredibly bright. Like they're very heavy. You'll be surprised how heavy they actually are. They can cut like crazy. I mostly use these for more of a, like metal and heavy rock settings, where I want just a really cutting, loud, aggressive, and bright hi-hat sound. These really do the job. So don't get fooled by the name dark. They look amazing. They look dark and amazing, but they sound really bright. Another very cool pair of hi-hats that, like I said, have a special place in my heart. And last, but definitely not least, these are the Meinl 18-inch Artist Concept Model Anaconyless D-pads. These are super cool. You would probably normally see these like mounted as a stack, but putting them on a hi-hat stand can be really cool too. Like they have a very white noise, kind of hollow sound to them, very effect sounding, which like you can come up with. You can play some really cool stuff on these, like some really laid back kind of Anaconyless style stuff, like quintuplets and that kind of stuff. Sound really cool on these with that laid back sloshy feel, just because of the big size of these, like 18-inch hi-hats. They are a lot of fun to play. Just be careful when you're using your foot like on the hi-hat pedal. Don't stomp down too hard, because the top cymbal is actually incredibly thin. So if you stomp down too hard, you can actually plop it, like invert it inside out. You can always plop it back, but you should probably not do that more than once or twice. With that said, I really enjoy playing these on a hi-hat stand. They're a lot of fun to mess around with, and just being able to open up and close them with your foot to adjust like the sloshiness of them is a major bonus from just keeping them as a stack. Like you can get so much more mileage out of them that way. Just be careful about, using your foot too hard on them. Alright guys, so that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know which one out of these 5 pairs of hi-hats you enjoyed the most. Just leave a comment below, I'll be sure to check that out. But until next time, take care, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon with some more videos. See you around.